Alright, so Chloe and I, we just trained pretty intensely. Chloe's got a 10-week goal for her, what is it, physique?
Yep.
Physique body competition that's in April. And me, I got no goals. I just train because I love it, and I just train because Chloe trains, so I want to do it. No. I enjoy training and I enjoy seeing what I can do every day, but a few months back I made a video entry like this right in the middle of a squat session, and it was called Confessions Part 1, just of how hard training was feeling for me during that squat session. And that was about my daily thoughts and how training can be overwhelming if I allow it to be overwhelming. If I allow my thoughts to go AWOL, then my training goes AWOL. And sometimes in training you feel like maybe your training's not going to the plan that you have in your mind for it. Maybe you feel like your training's a bit flat, and during that session I kind of had this one of these light bulb moments for me, and that was the only reason that I would feel that my training was flat is if I convinced myself that my training was flat. So what I mean by that is that if I'm in the gym and I'm training away and I finish my session and I go home that night and I think, my training was a bit flat, I felt like I didn't feel like I had the best session ever, that's only because I'm convincing myself that happened. And the only way to get through that, in my opinion, is that the next time you're in the gym, you think about how you felt at the end of your last session. If you felt at the end of your last session that you didn't take advantage of it, or that you felt like, oh, maybe I'm a bit flat in my training, maybe my training's a bit low, maybe I'm not training as hard as I should, maybe I can push harder, like Chloe said, then that's the moment in that session that you're in. So you've just thought back to the last session, that moment, that session, you go, you know what, today that's not going to happen, because I'm not going to convince myself that I'm not giving all I can and that I do have more. So I need to, in this session, if I think, 40 kilos is going to be very hard to do thrusters with, maybe then as a punishment, if I can do it, if my ability allows for it, go, well, you know what, I know I can do this, I know that I've got this within me, I'm going to go 42.5 just as a way to get over this slump, to get over this low. I'm going to push myself as hard as I can, and that's so that at the end of this session, I can't look back at it and say, oh, maybe my training was flat, maybe I couldn't do it, maybe, whatever that might be in your head, or whatever story you keep telling yourself. We all do, we all tell stories. I tell myself stories every day, Chloe does every day, and normally we sort of snap each other out of it. And sometimes we come across these things that we want to share with you very quickly about how to maybe get through that plateau, or to get through that period in your 6-month training journey, how to get through that little bit and push a little bit further. So that was something that we thought we'd bring up to you guys while we're driving. Obviously it's legal because I'm still got both hands on the wheel.
So next time you're in the gym, harden up.
Basically, to shorten it all up, next time you're in the gym and you feel like your training isn't where it needs to be, and it's not because of the workout, it's because you've convinced yourself that, your training wasn't good enough, and then instead of doing that, you need to go in the gym and find a way to go to that next level, so that when you go home that night and you're laying in bed thinking about the day that you just completed, you know that you gave everything you could to get to that next level. And even if you didn't, you understand why. You understand what you can do next time, or you can understand what you can do next month to get there. Anything you want to add? Make sure they can see you. Look, there's some eyeballs. See you guys.